Special warning. Our hosts do no research and preparation for these movies.
Hey everybody, got our bird here. It's Tuesday, and so that means... Da-ba-da-ba-dee-bee-boo. Now...
No storage place.
That's jive talk for marijuana.
Nudity on slick paper.
That's great. Now we have a cop kicking on the fucking door. that does not represent what it probably represents now.
Well, I mean, we put it there for that reason, saying about cops be kicking in doors. Now it's just more relevant than it was even back then.
Now they don't even need warrants. And the rule of law is like, what? What's that? Rule of law?
Anyway, I told you I don't wanna. So what I want to do is watch some 70's commercials, because let's pine for a time that we were only barely alive for.
Let's pine for a time when the rule of law did mean something.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, if people respected judges, like, that's the judge. You need to respect the judge, and now we're like, arrest them, burn them, they're witches.
Okay, god damn it.
Sorry.
So, I'm just going to start these 70's commercials, and I just hope. I know that they're a decent fucking batch of them from what little bit I skipped through. Yeah. So, I'm hoping for some fucking fun here, and not some fucking rah, 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 blee, blag, bloom.
What the hell is that?
You talking and ranting.
I can't help it.
Thousands rock and roll at Disneyland.
Holy cow! His hair made of clouds.
The Friday night movie will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring
you
a special program. Our movie will return
next week to the
television premiere of Shampoo.
Ooh, Shampoo! I wish we could be watching the Heroes of Rock and Roll.
Whoa!
Oh! Doomed planet in a distant galaxy.
Oh, okay. I thought they were playing Star Wars for a second.
An actor that didn't want to be in this movie and got paid way too much for the little amount of time he was in said movie.
Up on the screen.
Carla, you don't go against the family.
Superman, the movie. Rated PG.
Superman.
Now playing. Check newspapers for local listings.
Richard Donner. Realize the movie.
Damn, that cleavage! Fucking hell, dude! Fuck!
Makes me want to drink whatever the fuck's
Rianiti on ice is nice.
I want Rianiti on ice.
Hey, it's nice.
Dude, it looks to me like you're getting hooked up every time.
That's nice. There's nothing quite as refreshing as a chilled bottle of Rianiti wine.
No, I'm sure there's something more refreshing.
That's nice!
Then when the fucking sports teams do that? That lady. What was that? See, that lady was kind of like Bud. But what was that fucking...
I don't remember that lady.
No, but what was that dude's name that did the fucking couch potato thing? Bud. The couch potato exercise thing?
Oh,
Bud,
shit.
whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, this lady's like the female version of that dude, because she was always like, she's a personality, but she was never really in... things.
She's like Flo from fucking Progressive.
But
why? She's just a person on there.
Damn.
Else.
Why at that point do you just shave that fucking thing? Look at that comb over.
Where in the world is...
Yes, for real.
Allstate might save you some money.
Yeah, but you're right there. Yeah, but shave it or, I don't know.
Love your hat.
Cut off the back and glue it on the front.
Dude, I miss that PBS show, Carmen Sandiego, man. That was fun.
Yeah.
With rockapella.
Well, you missed fun for a long time.
Yeah, I know. Look, man. You got Chuck Mangione and Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah.
Memorex recording we just made.
So how the fuck was Chuck Mangione a fucking thing? Like, how was Tito, what's his name, from the, with the whipped cream and other delights, and we did the Viva La Vida on?
Enjoy things. You weren't so judgmental. Social media didn't ruin our fucking brains.
Did you take one a day, girl?
What's a day, girl?
There was no such thing as 24-hour a day.
I miss those fucking
days.
Yeah,
we were able to enjoy life without hearing the blah, 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 blah.
You had Walter Cronkite telling you the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and you didn't go, fake news, the minute he said it.
I was getting a little too close to...
I'm sorry.
Except for a few pimples. Tell him to come on over to my
Excuse
pad.
me?
Your pad. Not my
your
maxi
period pad?
strideex medicated pad.
This shit'll burn the fuck out of your nose.
Do you remember those were commercials like all the time back in the day?
That's my
The strideex and Oxy?
Yeah, dude.
It's like you never see commercials for that kind of shit anymore.
It was batch. Ugh.
Come on over to my pad. Strideex.
Parents would enjoy that commercial. Come over to your pad and do what, young lady?
It's very beautiful to see.
Oh, the coffee was cheap.
alcohol pads in your face, Dad.
But here, the soil is rich with minerals.
Now it's going to cost
And
a ton
here,
of
coffee
money.
beans ripen next to the sun. So here Juan Lopez grows his coffee.
I'm here for the coffee and the cocaine. I mean coffee, just the coffee. Even though the cocaine is the price.
in the world.
You're a real smart cookie, Nestle. You put real chocolate chips in.
You know, when you didn't have to be attractive to be on television.
Oh, fuck. In the 70s, you didn't have to be attractive to be in anything. You could be a fucking hardcore movie, not a hardcore movie star, but like the biggest of celebrities and be a fucking ugly motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right ingredients to make cookies taste really homemade.
See, I miss the ugliness of the 70s. Like the ugly colors, the ugly, just the ugly people, the ugly hair.
Everything smelled like smoke.
Donald Sutherland. Leslie
Speaking of big celebrity that's ugly as fuck, Donald Sutherland.
Yeah.
No arguments from you. I was expecting you to be like, hey, but no, he's ugly.
He was ugly, but I miss him. He was cool.
Yeah, he was great. No doubt, he was great.
And there were people like him. Him, Gene Hackman,
The great train robbery.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
He was just in this commercial.
Newspaper for showtimes.
If there's one thing a woman doesn't need, it's that all hemmed-in feeling you get from wearing panties
Sean
under
Connery died?
pantyhose. Two legs
What?
are bulky, two
Did Sean
waist
Connery
ends are
die?
binding.
Yes.
Okay. There's so many celebrities who gone.
Oh, he been dead for a while.
Comfort. Look, it's all here. Easy to be me.
So his panties and hose attached to panties. What a pretty, that's an ingenious idea, putting panties attached to pantyhose. So you don't have to wear pantyhose on top of your
Stop
panties.
saying pantyhose, you're spitting everywhere.
Pantyhose. WKABC.
That was a lot of head, bro. I'd have taken that shit back. Yeah, what are you doing?
Baller on the right?
What the hell are you doing?
11 million times a day.
You guys are way too fucking close, dude. If I'm that close, I'm like this close to your face, and I'm going,
I mean, if I'm jammed in the bar beside you like that, I'm not turning my way. I'm not turning to look at you at all. I mean, if I'm stuck in the bar, we'd probably be standing like this. But
It's the other guy's beard. You're like,
Color TV pictures. Each
yeah, do you really want my depression beard intertangling with your beard?
no. What are we, like the fucking thing?
Is that Heston?
biggest RCA. Over 60% fixed.
No,
No,
it is
it's not
not.
Heston.
Get close.
We're not the biggest, but a lot of people think we've got the best picture.
Well, we'll see about
See,
that.
look at it. When companies would actually admit they're not the biggest.
That's right.
Russian missiles.
You know, it's freeing to admit you're not the biggest.
He killed Ted Knight on Welcome Back, Kotter.
The love boat making another run.
There's a pretty good run of fucking TV right there, man.
Yeah.
And then comes the Osmond
Oh,
family,
Lord,
man.
there you go. You think they did it? Hey, Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
I'm Elvis Presley.
He's all shook up, bruised.
He did a way better job than that Austin Butler, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Elvis. Sunday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
I mean, that Austin Butler, that movie was okay, inaccurate, but fun. But man, he was just, he
did all right.
looked nothing like him. Dude, he looked
No, he
nothing
didn't look
fucking like
nothing
him.
like him. I think, yeah, lately the casting calls on this has been pretty horrid. They're like, hey, let's get somebody like, that looks absolutely nothing like the person that's supposed to be portrayed.
Back to the Osmonds fucking again. Yes! Glide!
Nice!
Great music and songs by Eddie Ladd, Charlie Rich, Mel Tillis, and Sandra Locke.
Sandra Locke. I wonder if she was loaded on the set.
Clint Eastwood will turn you.
Clint Eastwood beating the shit out of a gorilla in the
Orangutan.
Sorry, my bad. I don't know monkey species.
They're not monkeys either.
Heroes of rock and roll.
Thank you for everyone. I was gonna say thank you for every once in a while making me feel like I'm not the biggest idiot in the world.
5 on ABC.
Grand prize was total $50,000. What? It's McDonald's biggest game ever for Southern California. The $150,000.
Look at that ugly brown fucking suit the managers had to wear.
I know that
Perfect.
thing was an orangutan, but if I act stupid, then nobody could accuse us of doing it.
Here's your free game book.
But no, dude, look at that ugly ass, wonderfully brown suit that the manager has to wear.
Yeah.
It is so horrendously wonderful.
He just ripped that shit out of that chick's head. He was like, I win!
Complete book of running.
I run because the human body needs exercise, and to me, running's the most natural way to get it.
Well, I guess
They say it's better to walk, it's easier on your
body
knees.
needs good food to keep it running strong. I eat Quaker 100% natural.
Hey,
Ha! You died of a heart attack while doing that.
Brown sugar. It's a
or
great
so the
food.
joke thief says.
I know.
For me
That's true.
and my family. Quaker 100%.
Dude, what's up with him recently? He looks like fucking hammered fucking shit.
Who's that?
Dennis Leary, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you smoke for hundreds of years.
Perfect accent to every room.
Look, the house is probably like brand new and it comes smelling like smoke. It looks like everything's already covered in that thick, yellowy.
I love it. I love it. That's
Buttery lung.
why we live in an orange paradise here.
Lung butter drinks. Are you okay? So we're watching it.
Montgomery Wards.
Pub crawling with Elmer Dills live.
Elmer Dill. Who's Elmer Dill?
I want to be the best I can be.
Jerry's a sharp-looking man.
For the 70s.
For the 70s.
Today's women want a comfortable thing.
Whoop.
Tampax tampons give
For a second there, I thought like it was like Angela. Yeah.
I was the,
And there's a tampax
where's she at? Oh, right up there. Right above your head.
Whoa!
They're the number one. More women than
You didn't do that.
Tampax tampons, the number one.
Wow, look.
So, are they still allowed? Are they still allowed to run menstrual product commercials, or are those illegal now? Because they talk about like women's things.
Oh yeah, you're not like women have to be degraded and everyone else been degraded, except for the white man. I'm like, I don't know if we're allowed to do that or not. Who knows? It's probably illegal as far as we know.
Why did this tough Chicago news man become a news woman?
Dude,
How could Marcel, Wild America?
Jesus, people in the '70s were not attractive.
We've already established that.
Silver chocolate ice.
But it tastes like shit. Hersheys Kiss.
Oh, you hate the Hersheys.
You were just talking smack on Hersheys last video, I think,
Dude,
too.
I'm a fat guy. I can eat chocolate all you know.
I mean, if there's absolutely nothing else, I can.
Hershey's great.
And it's not bad on a s'mores because, like, everything else covers up the taste. But Great American Hershey.
They show in San Francisco. You're from Pennsylvania.
When Richard Dawson hosts the big battle of the big winners.
Look at Orshak!
Our family
And he was kissing a little girl. Who was that little girl? She was a famous one, so it was celebrity.
Oh, I don't know, but Richard Dawson. He got lots of food.
You know what he just found?
Well, he met his extremely young wife on the fucking show. He kissed her, and they fucking were like, "Hey, we're gonna hook up." Yeah, kind of gross.
The difference is, Herbal Essence has a special.
Dude, Herbal Essence was around since the 70s?
God damn.
You get a clean without
I remember that was a big deal in the 90s. Like, you know, the commercials. When did it make people orgasm? Herbal Essence, where you're like, oh yeah,
Yeah, right.
swear.
Pinky swear.
How effective is Van Roll-On?
Does RollOn deodorant still exist?
It probably does. But if you have long armpit hair, I do not recommend.
Oh yeah, I think that's why most roll-ons are for women.
I'm told
You're right.
RollOn keeps you dry.
But like when you're a kid, you know, or you know, when you were
Well, when you're a
desperate.
kid, you don't got long fucking armpit hair.
If you're using any leading spray, find out for yourself how effective Ban.
Ban.
It just seems like you want to like ban RollOn. No RollOn.
Yeah.
At a time like this, you probably don't care that we use only personally selected hops,
What if I do?
or choice barley malt, or pure artesian brewing water.
Actually, I do care about
The
that.
difference if we
Donna Pinciotti going. Oh, it's not.
There's a
She's
big
going without Eric. What?
Olympia.
Sorry.
It's the water, and a lot more.
There better be.
Heroes of rock and roll will continue in a moment.
Who are the heroes of rock and roll?
There's a fortune in diamonds if you
Right.
Like, if you had like to put your Avengers team
Yep.
together of rock and roll.
Oh!
The Warriors are
Yes!
2 miles from safety.
Now who's a monkey?
They're in a war zone.
Fucking
called New York.
Great fucking movie. Oh, speaking of the chief from Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego, she was the fucking radio lady in Warriors.
I want to go back to this time, but I want to be wiped away clean like fucking, Men in Black thing. Please. Like, I don't want to have this shit in my head going back then.
Yeah, dude, I still want this shit
Because
playing
everybody would be like,
now.
hey, what are you talking about, man? I'm like, you have no idea. It fucking sucks.
They're like, but it's the 70s. Jimmy Carter sucks. No. You might think.
Yeah, right.
While Caltrans is wondering what to do with a 60-ton rock that's threatening to fall on several homes in the Malibu area.
What?
Automobiles will have a live report on how
I would love to see that rock, but we're not going to. I know we're not.
You remember when there was reports like that? There's a 60-ton rock about to fall on a house in Honolulu. Like, you don't hear that anymore. All you hear is bleh. Not even say his name.
Well, that's you probably if you're about local news, it's blah 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 Steelers, blah 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 fire, blah 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 Steelers, blah blah blah.
Jesus Christ! If you want to ruin your Jeep, by all means.
Jeep Cherokee, and anything's possible.
The road's pretty sweet.
Anything's possible.
Falling down on two-wheel.
You sound like one of the residents at our fucking my fucking
Well,
work.
there goes your
Four-wheel drive
suspension.
with the best traction.
Hey, Dad, can we make it up there?
Billy, our
Hey,
Cherokee
Dad,
is going
can we get license to really to eat by your mom, Daddy?
We wrote the book on 4-wheel drive.
If you're using an ordinary moisturizer,
Ah, shit,
I
I
think you're doing
am.
all you can to smooth dry skin wrinkles. But it takes more than plain moisture.
That horse
Good,
is like
good music and the whole fucking thing. She's like leaning on the fence.
See these dry skin wrinkles?
I remember they used to do those. They
Yeah.
showed a close-up shot. And it was all gross looking. Always made me think of that fucking dog-looking thing from Atreyu.
Oh yeah, Falcor or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, lots of beer commercials. Beer and fucking.
Beer was very popular in the 70s.
Oh,
And so
what-
was speed racing. and
When was hot air ballooning? Never ever in my life.
Fucking shits.
But when was it beer popular? Beer's been popular for thousands of years.
Yes. Beer has kept us from killing each other for many years.
Well, and it's probably caused some people to kill other people too.
You're
I bet, if
right.
you look
It's
into
kind of
it.
a reverse effect, hasn't it? Do.
From deep space. Space flower?
Why not a space flower?
The seed is planted.
Why do we always expect metal ships?
That smells lovely.
Put it down, Jack.
Sipping on.
Like how? Okay, I'll just say I love Goldblum, right?
Yeah, right.
Goddamn, he had everything. But what was I saying?
It's because he's good.
Oh, what's his name? What's his fucking name? Goldblum, right?
Goldblum.
I just like I love great fucking great actor and everything else, but it's like
Local guy.
yeah, that too. But it's like how the fuck did that fucking weird looking bad acting fucking dude make it fucking used? Like I said, I love him,
I like
but come on now, he weird
What do
looking,
you mean?
and he act
was
weird.
Awesome in Jurassic Park.
Still acted weird.
Did?
Just like Walken. Walken awesome, but he acts weird as fuck too.
Yes.
How come you taste so good?
Well, my seed
I made it
is very
racism.
thick and rich.
Shake it, Rick!
Twice
Shake it, bitch! What?
See how the leading syrup runs over this stack?
Do you think back then in the 70s, you think there was any actual syrup in that, or was it already fucking maple flavored corn syrup?
I can't lie, I love Mr. Butterworth.
We're sure that
It's probably the best.
He doesn't exist anymore, does he?
I think they brought it
Is she
back.
did they bring it back? Because of they were like, we want our racist symbols back.
Predictor is the identical test method used in over 2,000 hospitals and
I guess it's better than killing a rabbit and taking its fucking whatnots.
There's a bunch of people are triggered on that. They're like, pregnancy test.
Yeah, they'd rather have, like I just said, I didn't say this exact thing, but they'd rather have women go out there and catch a rabbit and cut it open and take out his shit. That was for pregnancy tests back in the day.
Took out his shit?
Kathy Johnson, take on some of the world's best in the World Gymnastics Championships.
Like its ovaries or whatnot.
Oh.
And they somehow used that to test if women were pregnant.
How?
I don't know.
How did somebody figure that out and go, hey, we take rabbit ovary and mix baking soda? Like,
I don't even want to because I don't even want to get into that because I think of that shit all the time too. Like, not that, but I'm just like, who was the first person to realize, hey, if we take this fucking heavy cream cow milk stuff and we whip it up real fast, it becomes
whip it.
It becomes either fucking butter, whipped cream, or butter.
Right.
How? How did a motherfucker figure that out? I assume accident. Everything had to have been done by accident.
Was everything by accident? I don't know.
Like those big discoveries had to be fucking accidents.
Yeah. Did you ever watch that one with
back in the day?
They knew their abilities outweighed their disabilities. That's why they chose to exercise their right to experience life to the fullest and raise a family. United Cerebral Palsy believes in helping to secure
as we got real quiet.
I was glad that RFK Jr. better not see this. He's like, we need to eradicate that.
This is ABC.
Workers are keeping an all-night vigil, but the
dude, his hair looks like made of a whipped cream.
Fog has closed LAX to incoming flights and is causing major traffic problems at Burbank Airport. The UCLA.
Whoa! Goddamn ginger!
70.
That dude is ginger as all fuck. The orange hair, everything.
He screams 70s.
Threatens homes in Malibu. A look at a soap opera.
Threatens homes in Malibu.
Oh, I'm sad. I enjoyed that. There are some good commercials on there, and now it's just us left to the present time real world.
I know. I hate the present time real world.
On that note, forget her bird. We'll see you later.
I wouldn't want to have like a portal thing, like in Fly 2 or Fly.
Well, yeah, of course, because you come out all. Can I just have like a Stargate to go back in the fucking time?
Yeah, but then you can come back with all your particles fucked up, you know?
Better than coming out.
Remember Galaxy Quest?
But yeah, it's still better than coming out like the fucking dog man thing at the end of Fly 2.
Yeah, that definitely would suck, yeah. Yeah.
Or I guess we could always go and be like, have our ass put on the front. Spaceballs.
That's true. Back to the Future, you go back and end up banging your mom.
He always be wrecking out DeLorean, man. Oh, because obviously they had to, or the movie wouldn't happen. He'd be like, oh shit, this sucks real.
Then they take off, you know. Car works great.
Thank God that was a fucking movie that they never fucking touched.
I'm glad we lived in that timeline. I just feel bad that no one else can. You know? And that, like, the kids in this generation, like the kids now, have to grow up in this poop, you know? I wish they could have experienced what it was like when there was none of this crap.
Well, I mean, there was always crap, but yeah, not that it is now.
Yeah, you didn't have the constant.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And maybe kids are probably like, hey, fatso, I don't have to think about this shit. I do whatever the fuck I want. I'm like, all right, well then go on.
Lucky you that you can not think about it.
Good. You should do that.
As much as I even try to avoid it, I can't. It's just like, bang, bang, boom, pat, I wasn't even trying to look at this.
I just tried to get to the bathroom. Poo. You know, you pick up your phone, and it's just like, you know, downtown taking away other things and more things and taking away things. You're like, stop taking things. I'm like, there's some things that don't make any sense, though. Like, shutting down suicide hotlines? why? Well, why? Why? You know, if it nothing else to just be cruel. You know, that's the policy. And if you were like, that's what I fought for. I fought for cruelty. Bing, bang, boo. I'm like, and wait till it comes your way. I'm like,
that's the only thing I can hope for.
Like, I'm going to be living in the Mar-a-Lago kingdom of heaven with Trump. You know, that's what they all think. They all think he's going to come on down and rescue us upon high.
You know, I wish Florida would just, like, crack off the United States and float away.
Eventually it will, you know. It probably
like, it just float away. Bye, Florida!
Well, because, you know, like, Trump...
Have fun being your next-door neighbors to Cuba!
They canceled all kinds... Oh, you know what? Really great? This is what I love. You know, remember Huckabee Sanders, her fucking streak face all the time?
Yeah.
And lied for him nonstop. Well, lately she's been begging for money because her fucking whole state is underwater.
Yeah.
You know?
And he's like, no.
Nah, sorry. You have to find those, you know, fund at home.
He's like, he knows there's no money in that state. So it's like, you know, like, this is what we vote for. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're literally floating away. This is what I voted for.
And they just love that you barely hear about fucking Elmo anymore. Which is great. But it's like, why? What's going on? Why are we not hearing anything now?
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're trying to boot him up because he's losing his company a ton of money. You know? And the people on that board are like, listen, either he goes or we're going to have to do something because everybody's losing a lot of money.
Dude, I hope he just said, I know it'll never happen because he's the richest man in the world. But I would just love for him to, like, just be...
Broke?
Yes. Like, flat fucking broke.
With 32 kids.
And then have to fucking...
pay child support and go to prison.
And just have to go and work a fucking job.
Yeah, right.
Like at
Elon
McDonald's.
Musk is clocking in to his second shift at McDonald's.
Oh, dude.
Like the fat fucking cunt that he is.
I think I would come. If that was the news story, I think
dude, you know, everybody's like, when Trump died, like, no, when I hear that he has to pay for some of the crimes, you know, at least something, dude, because this guy just been getting away with all kinds of 34 counts. I'm president now. It's like, how's that work? Never in the history, you know. We are in the dumbest timeline.
Yeah.
You know, just filled with the dumbest of the dumbest of the dumbest of the dumbest. And they're all trying, and they're proud of the dumb. Like, you know, the dumber, the more proud they are. The dead rat. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you're standing on a styrofoam bridge. You're like, don't throw that match. You're like, fuck you, liberal. Yeah! You know, and so the thing goes up and they go down. But still, giving the Terminator 2 thumbs up as they're going in. Like, you know, fuck you, liberal. I'm like, you're only hurting yourself. I don't understand. Dude.
We're just over 100 days. We're close to like 100 days with that fucking twat waffle.
I know. I know.
Longest
like all these companies went to him
ever.
Dude, you're gonna have nothing but empty shells if you don't knock it off. And he was like, "We're backing away from Kenya, China." Like, you had to, and then he just talks shit. You had to open your fucking mouth and go, "But they better strike a deal." You know, and China's like, "Oh, really? Okay." And they go on there like, and they, of course, clap back with the fake news. You know, like right back at him. Made him look stupid. They're like, there is no deal. He's fucking lying to you. And the market went back, you know. I don't think he's going to make it all the way through his presidency. We're going to see President J.D. Vance, and that scares me.
Yeah. I'm going to throw up a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't see Vance.
I don't know.
I
can't even let's not entertain that fucking thought.
Yeah, but he's just pretending because even he called fucking Trump.
Yeah, I know, but still, dude, I can't look at that fucking dude more than I have to, and we don't really have too much. They just will him out every once in a while to prove he's still there.
You said thank you once.
But, dude, we had to see that dude every fucking day. Ugh.
When is this country going to grow some balls and just throw them out?
Yeah.
Because that dude
El Salvador.
pretty much have what we have to do. Well, you know, there's a small group of them. Many more of us. Everybody's just afraid to actually get their hands dirty. They're like, we have to stay cordial. Like, why? They're not.
But anyway, I'm done.